Hello, everyone, and welcome to the international panel for this show. We have tonight 6 panelists with us from all over Europe and the world, actually. I will give you a short introduction. I start with Jan Bors. Hello, Jan. How are you?
Hey, Alex. I'm great. I'm fine. Thank you for having me. Well, just a quick introduction. I'm from head of delegation of Czech Republic and a YouTuber for Eurovision, and that's it. Glad to be there.
Cool. I'm glad that you could join us. And we have with us Juergen, or more known as JP. Hello, JP. How are you?
Hi, I'm very good. Actually, I'm based in the Netherlands, but I'm from Germany, and it's Juergen Peter, so it's JP, and I'm doing fine. We're doing Radio International, the ultimate Eurovision experience, each and every week. And on the weekend, since we are in lockdown, we're broadcasting 2 times 4 hours to the UK on Eurovision tunes with lots of fans joining in. Even yesterday, we had Charlotte Perrelli on the show as well.
And then we have Stuart with us from... Hello, Stuart. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I'm part of Eurovoxx, principally a YouTube channel, also a website, Eurovoxx.tv. And of course, we cover the Eurovision Song Contest and all of the fun things that happen with that.
Cool. And it's cool that you are with us from Canada. Cool. And then we have Tim with us.
Hi, it's Tim here from ESCXTRA, bringing Eurovision news, and of course on YouTube as well.
And then we have Ben.
Hello, Ben. Alexander. Yes, Ben Roberson here. I'm writing about Melodifestivalen for ESC Insight and the local Sweden this year. So I'm going a bit more in depth about what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, and you are based in Stockholm too, but with an international
I've been living in Stockholm for nearly 10 years now. So I can do both little languages if we need to.
And then last but not least, Madlen. Hello, Madlen.
Hi, I'm Madlen Tutelian. I'm from Bulgaria. As you can see, I am part of EurovisionBulgaria.com, the biggest and only Bulgarian website, and also president of OGAE Bulgaria. I'm happy to be with you.
So I'm so happy that all of you could join us for this discussion, and it's really cool. And we will talk about one of our absolute most favorite subjects, I think, because I think all of you are quite big fans of Melodifestivalen.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
of course. So I bet you have been following all the weeks lately, maybe not live all the time, but you have for sure seen all the weeks and all the songs and entries. So how is your opinion about this year in Melodifestivalen?
You know, I would say that this year has been a year of surprises in some ways. I think especially going back to the very first semifinal when we saw 2 songs completely in Swedish qualify directly to the final, big surprise. We've had people tell us that, you know, it might be the fact that this year has been a bit of a downer, or the year before us has been a bit of a downer, and that, you know, people are looking for things that are a little bit more fun and easygoing, which is not something that we would always see. I mean, you know, obviously Melfest is usually lots of fun, but you know, the more light songs have been doing better than they have in the past, I think, and it's definitely been a surprise for me, considering that there are other songs that we would have thought maybe would have been directly to the final and actually got eliminated. But I mean, obviously, there's lots to discuss there, and those were just my general impressions overall.
I think actually it's very good that SVT decided to go for Melodifestivalen and not call it off like last year Eurovision was called off. And still the songs I think they have in very good quality as well. And there's been a lot of efforts to put into the songs, although there is no live audience. And I think most of the artists also, like us fans, missing to be in the arenas to enjoy like we did last year. So yeah, I think they did quite a good effort, and it's a good choice of songs. Again, every year Sweden is impressing the Eurovision fans with a lot of good stuff there. Every year we get 28 good songs, great songs delivered to our collection.
Well, I think it's been a very solid edition. To be honest, I even prefer it to some of the ones, the past ones. I think overall the level of the songs was very good, and yeah, definitely SVT managed to keep Melodifestivalen what it is, even despite all of the difficulties with Corona that we have, and it didn't feel different.
I think that SVT did a really great job with this year, considering with what has happened. Well, despite the circumstances, I think they went all out this year. I don't know if that's just because it's Christer Bjorkman's last year, but the songs are great and we need a bit of cheering up, and SVT's done quite a good job in regards to that.
Yeah, and I would just, say that not just from the perspective of songs, but from the television perspective of how it produced, how television works done, how lighting's done, like they overcome their struggle, don't have the audience. And you just don't miss it kind of there, as they're just doing fascinating job and showing us that even if it's complicated and even there will be always something missing, it's possible to be done with really like A level quality, which they delivered with all their shows. Fascinating.
I have to go back to the first comment that was suggesting that there was full of surprises this year. Melodifestivalen is always full of surprises. The shock and the drama is part of what makes the narrative of the 6 weeks always so fascinating. At the same time, it is, as Jan says, it's the quality of the production that means Melodifestivalen is so standout, both in song production and in visual production. That is the highlight of Melodifestivalen. And once again, you've seen that. To give one little example, how Benke Ridman in both his stagings for Eric Saade and Danny Saucedo, how he's realized there's no audience. So what can we do? Let's make a box. Let's enclose the artist in a different zone so we don't miss the audience as part of that. There's creativity. We have a whole change from 2020 to 2021. Like that jump is huge. And for people to be creative inside of that, this is, the opportunities that exist for who knows where the world will be beyond. We got to change the future.
But I'm thinking, because I'm talking to a lot of friends, that obviously it seems you are quite agreeing here on the fact that Melodifestivalen is really good this year. But I have a lot of people that comment that they are not satisfied with the songs. Is this something you agree with?
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, sorry to just jump in, but I just completely disagree kind of as over time we always got that that Melodifestivalen is both entertainment and good quality song. And if we compare it to Norway, which had fascinating songs in their finals, but none of those fascinating songs, or just maybe you don't agree, but I just count it as well, kind of as like a joke thing, that only entertainment and joke things just made it to the super final. But this will never happen to Melodifestivalen, as the quality songs one of those will always win. That's in Norway. Not any of those quality songs really make it. So I really think that the quality is high, and it's just even a great diversity. So it's family program still. So everybody will enjoy, but in the finals, the competition will rise up and the quality will win, whether it's the song number 1 or 2. There are 5 songs which has this level of quality, I think. So I'm completely okay with that.
Yes, and I think maybe don't get it wrong when I mean it in a positive way, that maybe people in Sweden are getting spoiled because some countries don't have a national final at all. Like Germany, they just put a singer there. Netherlands just put a singer there, and that's, you take that or nothing. So there's no entertainment given to the fans at all in those countries. And there's some other countries who, like in Malta, just the Destiny will sing, but what will she sing? We don't know yet. So in Sweden, we have 6 weeks of really great weekly entertainment going on, and I think this needs to be treasured. The way that it's something really, really nice, and even from people from abroad like us, we're coming to watch at Melodifestivalen, which I never did before because I didn't know about it. But when I started to go there the first time in 2008, wow! And I'm still part of it in a way.
Yeah, I think that's a good perspective, considering that, Melfest has made itself an establishment, and that's something that should be celebrated. And I think, you know, both of the people that contributed just now made some great comments. And I find it interesting, Jan, that you mentioned Norway, because I feel very strongly about how this year Norway did have a lot of really great songs. And it does show a bit of a weakness in the voting system, how some of those songs didn't really get the same opportunity that they might have had on a stage like Melfest. But to Alexander's earlier question about how this year's songs in Melfest, how there are some people that are maybe a little bit disappointed, I am kind of in that camp as well from the recent years that I've seen as far as the overall quality of Melfest. But, you know, I don't necessarily think that it's that the stronger songs are being left behind, as we saw in a selection like Norway. It just seems like the songs that are doing the best are perhaps maybe not, they're a bit familiar to what we've been seeing. And I guess if there was ever like one thing about Melfest that I've been wanting to see, is something that's really edgy. And I don't feel like we get that much from Melfest. Like, it seems like we were getting closer and closer to that, but this year, it just feels like a little bit of a step down. So I guess it's just a matter of perspective as far as like whether you're comparing it to other countries who have had pretty strong selections this year, or if we're talking about Melfest in the years before. So yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel about that, at least.
I think the disappointment may come also from the high expectations, because we have many returning artists to Melfest this year, many of them who already participated in Eurovision, or for example, others that are coming for revenge. So I think that also has to be taken into account, that people have really high expectations. And also these comments are something that we hear pretty much every year, that this is the worst edition yet. But afterwards, people still start liking the songs as they would usually do.
What did the stats say here? Because the stats quite clearly show you've got the top of the Spotify charts, many songs on there. You've got YouTube trends in Sweden. Numerous songs have trended in Sweden from the different heats. You have even the TikTok, like, most selected songs. There's Melfest songs all throughout, in different ones, in different categories too. Melodifestivalen does have the entertainment profile. It's trying to reach out to all groups of the nation. And it is doing that. It's getting viewing figures higher than over years as well. So there is success to be said for that.
Okay, personally for me, I would say it's not a disappointment. Like, we always see Melo each year, and you know, it's only natural that you're not gonna please every single viewer in the world, but it always works in the end for Melo. And the fact that, you know, the pandemic, everyone's just in their homes watching Melo, and it seemed to be a success this year. And the fact that you've got a lot of artists coming back, and you're still managing to introduce some new talent into the mix, I think they've got the formula correct this year. And, you know, as mentioned earlier on, Sweden is a bit spoiled for Eurovision, just because a lot of countries would envy a selection like that. And let's just say the UK is as well, just because we've had a string of terrible results.
We are going to continue with our discussion very soon in this show. But for now, we leave it there. And next time when we come back, we will discuss the songs and which one you think should win. And we will do our voting as well. So see you soon.